Hi, I'm Enza from Cooking with Mariarosa.
Hi, I'm Pina
And I'm Ro,
from Pina's Kitchen.
and we're on Italian Sicilians Do It Better.
We are back at it again. Welcome, welcome. Today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. It's a all ladies podcast. We got a few special people over here. We have Pina and Ro from Pina's Kitchen. Welcome. And my mom over here. So today we're going to be asking you guys a few questions. So let's
ready.
start with you guys. How did you guys get started, like on the social media?
She's
Ro.
the expert over
Oh,
here.
she always looks at me.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you started it. I didn't start it.
I was on TikTok back in 2020. I started with like doing dance videos, and then my mom was making caponata, which we all know, the Sicilian eggplant dish, and I was like, oh, I don't know why. I just feel like filming her just for fun. And so I was like my Sicilian mom making caponata. And I posted it on TikTok. And people were going crazy. It went to 100,000 views. They were like, oh my God, this brings me back. My mom was saying a lot of Sicilian words and it caught people's attention.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was like, oh, let's try again. You know, let's see. Sometimes you just get that one video on TikTok and you're just like, oh, just like a one-hit wonder. So then I posted another video and I said, welcome to Pina's Kitchen. And it was like pasta, like it was like pasta al forno or something like that.
It's pasta forno.
And it was like 500,000 views. And I was like, oh,
Wow.
okay. Wait, Mom, we got to do this again.
Mhm.
Let's try again. Then we posted poppertine de ricotta. And it was so controversial because we put sugar in the ricotta to make the,
In the sauce,
in the
right?
sauce.
Yeah.
And
No, not in the sauce.
not in the sauce, in the ricotta
in the
mixture.
ricotta mixture.
Yeah, no, I'm saying the polpette in the sauce.
yeah. And it was 1 million.
Wow.
And so people were loving it and we were growing following and we just was like, let's just do this for fun. It could end at any time. Like you just don't know on social media. But so like, let's just have fun while this lasts. And now it's 2024 and we've grown and it's been so much fun. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, how many followers do you guys have?
We have 200
You're up there.
and like over 230,000 on Instagram
Mm-hmm.
and like 239 on like TikTok.
And it's still growing.
Yeah, and we moved to Facebook too, and it's like 50,000 there. And then the
Nice.
next step is YouTube. But yeah,
Nice. So you didn't
Growing.
get started on YouTube yet?
I did a little bit,
Okay.
but in 2024, we hope to bring more content to YouTube, like an official like cooking show, longer form. That's like the goal for like 2024.
Right.
Yeah.
And on YouTube, it's longer, the videos, right? As
Yeah, we
opposed
want
like,
it to
cutting-
be like 10 minutes, 15 minutes,
Right.
more longer.
Cool,
You know,
cool.
eventually have guests. That would be like the goal.
Nice.
Yeah.
Bina, how do you feel? How do you feel that your daughter's making you famous? That you're famous?
Feels amazing. Actually, it does. At the beginning, I was nervous because this is all these people
She was so
watching me.
nervous.
You know, like you never always like you're never really 100% sure that, you know, the people are gonna like you, or and so
Right.
like you're always nervous and am I doing the right thing? Because you cook because you like it.
Right.
You know, so you cook your own way.
Right.
And people have different opinions and they like tell you, oh, no, you're not supposed to do it this way, you're supposed to do it that way.
The
But
hater
They
comments.
have a lot of
and
but
opinions.
then-
I really don't
Right.
care.
No.
I just cook the way
Yeah.
I like it, the way I always did. And little by little, I got a little more confident. And I try not to listen to or like read.
Now I feel like you're a
The-
natural. at it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you read every single comment,
No,
Oh, I had to
especially
stop.
the ha-
Yeah,
yeah.
I don't pay attention.
Because then
to
you're
that.
like, I feel like answering these people back, but then like,
In the beginning, I would get so upset because it was not only like hate, like it was about the food looking disgusting or like not right or it's not Italian,
Yeah.
whatever stupid comment people say. But I would get so like it's my mom, so I'd get defensive and I would get so fired up.
course. yeah.
Then after a while, I was like, I can't put myself through this.
Yeah.
So
Just let
I
them
would just
talk.
laugh. Sometimes I would like send a laughing emoji at like the hate comments because
Yeah.
it's just funny to
Like,
me.
I love you.
Yeah, like that's fun. Yeah, yeah. Especially like because you know she has nails. We all know like she's so known
Yeah.
for the French tips, and the comments are endless about.
Yeah.
Still to this day, I love the dish. It's so good, But oh my God, like I just can't watch someone with long nails and it's so gross to me. I'm like, okay, so don't watch. Like I don't understand. Like why do you have to say that?
But then you have some people that love
No,
your
they
nails.
love it. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
I remember
The majority of people
The
love my
majority
nails.
love it. The majority.
I
love it.
remember you made a video recently that your nails, you colored them pink. So they were like, no, where's the
Yeah.
French manicure?
Yes, people were like, no, bring it back. I was
said it
like,
too,
Mom, let's bring it back. The brand, you're gonna lose the brand.
But the majority of people are very good. I
Yeah.
love the majority of
No,
people.
I mean the
They're
comments
so
are
kind,
beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
so kind, and they are so like appreciative of what you do.
Right.
So I do. I appreciate every little compliment that they give me.
Of course.
I do
of course.
appreciate every little thing, and I love them for it.
We get beautiful
It's
messages. Like people
Yes.
like my
I
mom passed
imagine.
away and this brings me back to my mom. I hope to have like a relationship with my daughter the way that you do with yours, and like brings you to tears messages.
Yeah.
And then you're like, okay, like this is the real reason to keep doing stuff like this.
Exactly.
you know?
Exactly. It's a
Yeah.
special thing that like
Yeah.
you guys influence, especially
People.
us and
Yeah.
you guys. There's people out there now like
They're
that want to do stuff. Maybe they
Yes.
never had a relationship with their mom, and they're like, "Wow, I see that, and I want."
we get
that
messages like
relationship."
that. Like
Yeah.
people want to like have a better relationship with their mom because of our videos.
Right. Exactly.
Or like they're a different culture and they're like, oh, now you're teaching this woman from Louisiana to cook Italian, like something like that. Like it's
I
so
know.
cool that you could like influence people in such a positive way, you know?
Right. Right. What's your following like? Meaning, like, what do you attract most? Do you attract like Italian people, or do you know what nationalities you attract?
Yeah, it's mostly Italian.
Mostly it's Italian,
From Italy?
Italian
No,
American.
no, I think it's mostly Italian American
Okay.
people.
A lot of young people.
Like women. It's mostly women.
Oh, so you get young crowds.
We get like
Cool.
I would say it's like late 20s to 60s, like a lot of middle-aged women in the middle, like 40s, 50s too.
Oh, cool.
The people that have stopped her on the street were like in their 40s and 50s that are like get excited to see
Oh, on
her.
the street, so they've
Yeah,
seen
young
you.
Yeah.
people are young people too.
But young people
Aw.
too. Yeah, yeah.
That's
Actually, that
nice.
stopped me and recognized me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's always funny.
Aw.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's awesome. What's your favorite like video that you've made
We also
with
have
your mom?
young men that do.
A couple.
Couple
It's
young
not the
men?
majority though. It's
Yeah.
not the
What,
majority.
that cook?
Yeah.
Yeah, that they
Wow.
stop us and they recognize.
Yeah,
us.
yeah. There was a couple of like
Wow.
young guys too. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
What's your favorite video that your mom makes? Like that.
Like a dish that she
Yeah, like a
makes?
dish. Yeah.
I feel like I get asked this question all the time. And I'm like, why am I blanking?
Everything.
Because every time someone asks me that, I'm like, everything. I love everything. Sfingione.
It's been okay. I love that.
What I don't think you can really pinpoint it to one dish.
No, it's so hard. Pasta with peas and ricotta.
Mm.
Which
That's
a lot
yummy.
of yeah. Which we just did a video like that, and all the Italian people from Italy were like, you don't put ricotta with peas and pasta like that.
I've never had that before, but it looks so good. Like when I
Because-
see
Yeah,
you
but-
guys
but
do
we
it.
were-
Because it was more of a family thing. My mother always did it. She always made pasta with peas and put ricotta in it.
Yeah.
Because the original is you make pasta with fava beans and you put ricotta in it.
Oh, interesting.
Did you ever know that?
No, did you
Okay,
ever
in my-
make it like that?
In my town,
With the fava
in
bean?
my,
Yeah,
in my
with the
town,
ricotta.
in my town, this
Oh.
was a thing.
Hmm.
You know, especially the fava beans, the very tender one that when in season.
Yeah.
When they're in season, they're not.
But in Italy is the best.
But in Italy is the best.
Because I'm talking about all the vegetables.
Oh my
They're
God, it's
organic.
the best.
Oh, forget it.
You
nothing
know what
like-
happened?
Such a
One
different-
year we went to Italy. She was a little baby. She doesn't remember because she was 98. My mother-in-law had the freezer full of frozen fava beans.
Mhm.
The tender one, the little ones, so small.
That's
The
what they do.
tender one.
They even do
She-
frittata with that.
Yes, and she also had the peas, the fresh peas, frozen from the land, and artichokes. Oh my God!
Wow.
We had the best meals ever. I'm talking about because in August nobody made the ricotta in those days.
I know. It was like
Ricotta is
handmade,
made
right?
mostly in the spring in
Yeah.
Sicily. My father-in-law found one of his friends, convinced him to make ricotta for us.
Wow.
Wow.
He made ricotta for us
So everything was literally
because we
organic.
wanted a ricotta with fava
Nothing
beans.
somewhat. The best.
And the guy made ricotta for us.
That's awesome.
And we had ricotta with fava beans. We had ricotta fried with eggs.
That's good
Ooh,
too.
ricotta
Really?
fried with
That
eggs.
brings me back
How
to
come you never made me those
Yeah,
dishes?
I was just gonna say, why didn't I never
Because you
taste
can't
that
make it in
before?
America. You can't make it in
I'm
America.
gonna start making you that.
Yeah, wait, start
I'm gonna
making
try
it.
Artichokes, like any kind of way I'm telling you, that was heaven.
Yeah. And
was
that's the
heaven.
beauty of it, because when you guys put that on your channel,
Yeah.
a lot of people could relate to that,
Oh, yeah.
especially like Sicilians, like, oh my God, my
Brings me
grandma
back
used
But
to
you
to
do
cannot
that.
make
yeah.
the pasta with fresh fava beans and ricotta because the fava beans you find in America, they're too big.
I know.
They're too big. They're
Aren't
not
they
tender.
hard too?
The skin is very hard.
Yeah.
And you have to like take away the skin, and so it's different, a completely different dish.
I know.
It's not the
I
same.
know it's not.
It's nasty. It's nasty.
Especially the artichokes in Italy.
Oh my God, I know.
You know, when you put
It's
them
not
in
the
water
same.
to boil, the water turns color.
yeah.
That's how much iron there's in that
right.
artichoke.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, you get your vitamins from
get it.
there. So
Yeah.
it's like,
Artichoke
Here
is
it's not the
good for you.
same.
oh,
But here it's not the
Artichokes is
same.
it's very
here
healthy
it's
for you.
not.
It's good,
Here's
healthy
not.
for
But
the
listen,
liver.
we got to thank America. We have everything.
Right.
We have everything.
yeah.
Yeah.
We can't really
I'm always
complain.
grateful. I'm
you
always
know?
grateful
Yes, we are.
that I
grateful.
live in America. I love America. Basically, I really do. I love America.
So that's what I wanted to ask you, Pina. How long have you been here?
This April will be 54 years.
54 years. Wow.
Wow, 54 years.
Do you miss Italy at all?
Wow. What year
would
did you
you-
come in?
No, because I don't miss Italy. I do not miss Italy because I really grew up mostly in America. I was 13 years old,
What year was it when you came?
1970.
Wow.
I was very young, 13. And so basically, I grew up here
Right.
in America with Italian influence, Sicilian influence.
Your
Sicilian
cousins were
family.
here.
Well,
extended family.
Some of my cousins were here. Some of them were back in Italy. We were like growing up here. We were like 4 cousins,
Mm-hmm.
4 young girls, all around the same age, that which we grew up together
Mm-hmm.
until we got married. We were always together. So, but then of course I have other cousins, older and younger. But us four, we were really close,
Wow.
like sisters,
Yeah.
sleeping together, doing everything together.
Of course.
You know.
I know. And then
And we're
everyone
still
gets their
close.
families.
And we're
and-
still close.
Be in the basement, all crowded.
Yes.
Together.
Yes.
I think that's an Italian
I know
thing.
everyone did that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, everyone could relate to that. Like we had that too. We used
Wait,
to
and-
have like parties.
Oh, forget
It could
about
be like
it.
a
In
really small basement.
40 people.
Yeah,
40
crammed.
people couldn't even walk.
Yeah, I couldn't even walk right.
But
I
that
know.
was the good old days,
Yeah,
you know?
we used to be
Now
like
everybody gets married. They go on their
Has their
separate
own
ways.
family.
You know, they have their own family. I mean, if we have to get everybody together,
It's like
it'll
off
be
a
like
bit.
maybe 60 people.
Yeah.
Forget
I
about it, you know?
I know.
So I got a question for you guys. What do you got in store for the future? Like, is a cookbook coming out?
So much.
And is a show, a series gonna come out? Like, you know, like a cooking show?
What are you trying to pull out of me?
I just want to say I want to be the first person to get your cookbook.
Yeah, we're working on the cookbook.
Hint, hint, wink, wink. I'm not saying there's a cookbook gonna be coming, but there's a cookbook.
Coming. It's not coming, but it's coming.
Yeah, no.
No,
We're working. Okay, it's
We're working.
we're
on
working on a cookbook. Yes.
Okay.
Very early stages. I can't tell you when it'll come out.
Right.
We've never done a cookbook before,
Mm-hmm.
so I don't know how it's gonna go. How
Mhm.
long it's gonna take.
We're
a couple
trying
years-
to
Little by
figure
little,
out.
it'll come out.
You know.
You know.
Yeah.
As you know, I'm a filmmaker, so I'm always like, okay, what other things can we create? So I started a series with my mom called Ma Tell Me a Story,
Oh.
and I want to kind of document her stories growing up, and being in Italy, being in Sicily, being in Germany because she was in Germany a little bit, coming to America and all the stories in between.
Mm-hmm.
Then hopefully kind of extend it to other people, other family members, just really capture like the stories. Because like when you like gather around Sicilian, Italian families,
Mm-hmm.
it's all about the stories. Like I remember
Exactly.
being little and I loved the older generation. Like I loved hearing what their experience in life was.
Mm-hmm.
And I just wanted to write it down and hold on to it because it was just like unlike anything we experienced.
Right.
And we'll never experience. And coming to America and being immigrants, like what that felt like. And obviously we don't know that either. And so that adventure is going to die out. So I want to
Exactly.
preserve that.
And that's the beauty of like the whole recording things. You know?
And just even the
memories
page, you know?
are. Back then, they didn't have that.
Right.
Like,
So even
all
like
you
when
had
you're-
was your brain memory. Like now you have
or
it
if
on
you
your
wrote
phone.
it down or took a photo.
Right.
But yeah, just even like what you guys do, like what your page, Cooking with
Yeah.
Mariarosa with your mom, like that's so special
Mm-hmm.
because like we're you know showing the world, but also it's for us too because we'll have
Yeah.
it forever.
Your grandma, right?
Maria.
Tia Maria.
Yeah, she's yeah.
She, I'm sure you were in, you know, like while she was cooking stuff.
Yeah.
What was your favorite dish that she like brought down to your mom that your mom brought down to you? Like, what was a favorite dish that she used to make?
Oh my goodness.
Ma, you go first because this question is so hard for me.
Like I said before, there's very hard to pinpoint one dish.
So
My mother was really.
We're very biased, but she was the best
really.
cook.
My mother was a really good cook. She could make anything out of leftovers.
mm-hmm.
You know, she could put things together, and like somebody just popped into the house and she needed to put something on the table. She will come up with something
Yeah.
and just put it
Like a whole buffet.
and she will just feed
Yeah,
people.
she would like
people.
she would make like a 5-course meal in like 30 minutes and just like, oh yeah,
She
all
was
the
a very
leftovers.
strong woman.
You know, like it was so crazy.
She was able to cook for 30 people by herself.
And it was always like that back then. All the
yeah,
time.
by
I mean,
themselves,
how
like no
you
one else
do
in the
that?
Yeah.
I know.
How
know
do you
that, so-
do that?
Oh my God.
I was like,
Yeah.
she was
Forget about
so
it. Whole table.
fast at doing stuff, but she came from a generation. Everything had to be made by hand.
Of course.
She knew how to make pasta. She knew how to make bread.
They didn't have KitchenAid
She didn't have a
and
KitchenAid.
No.
She didn't have
measuring cups and all.
she didn't have measuring cups or
That's
you
so-
know like
That's the beauty of it. Like,
or cutting board.
yeah.
You know, like nowadays nobody
table.
really can cook without a measuring cup.
Right.
How do you, what is this measurement? What? Just put a pinch of this and a
Her
pinch
measuring
of that.
cup was a mug.
I don't understand people.
Mug.
Just put a pinch.
Yeah.
You know what happens? It could come the first time you could make a mistake.
Yeah.
But then you learn
But
from
then
your
you learn from
mistake.
it. You know, like
Yeah,
you
you learn
don't
from
need
your
measuring
mistakes.
cup. You don't need measuring spoons. You don't need all that. You just need your brain, your taste. This is okay. No, I'm gonna put a little bit more oregano. Okay, a little bit more of that, and you develop that dish. And this is your
I'm gonna
dish.
say something so bad.
Yeah, go say it.
I was gonna say a lot of people don't have a brain or
So basically, that's
You don't taste with your brain, but
no. You have to taste. You know.
taste with your
Oh, yeah. So, Ma,
She's
how
bad.
did you get
She's bad.
started?
Yeah, Enza,
All right,
how
go.
did you
Okay,
get
now the
started?
spotlight's on. Hi, Enza.
How did you
I
get
have my
started?
daughter
Enza?
twisting my arm.
Well, it started.
We have to make something.
It started with Nonna first.
yeah.
Oh, you
I
did
was
start with
recording.
that.
My
That's true.
grandma does not. She was like, "What is this with the social media thing?" Like she was telling me, "My guest goes." Like, I'm like, "Fam, if I do a video, like, let me do a video of you."
Yeah.
And she's like, "Okay." She was all dressed like normal.
Yeah,
I did
yeah.
a video of her. That's how it started with Nonna. And then I'm
course.
like, "Ma, let's do a
Yeah,
video."
and then I go, get out of here. I don't have time for this. She goes, oh, come on. Then I see my mother doing these things. I was
She's
like,
so
oh,
natural.
you know?
Your grandmother, she's so natural.
Oh,
Yeah, she
forget
don't
it.
care.
So cute. Oh my God.
She goes
Oh, thank you.
like in slow motion, but when she cooked
yeah.
That's how they did
her
it.
food,
Yes.
so delicious, you don't
Right.
have no idea.
yes.
Yeah.
There's
Yes.
sometimes
You
that.
know, I mean, I cook. Let's say I make pasta with sauce.
Yeah.
Okay,
It won't taste the same as like your mom.
It's not
I
the
know.
same.
No, it's not.
It's not the
It's
same.
not.
True.
I found that out too.
It's
Whatever I
not.
make, my
same.
mother taught me, but hers used to taste different than mine.
It's so
know, it's
different.
white-
Why though? It's like
Has
I'm
to
putting
do-
the same exact
No,
thing.
no,
that
it
you're
has
doing
to
for
do
love.
with your touch and
Yeah.
your special energy because we all have an energy,
Yeah.
Right.
you know, in us.
Exactly.
And
Maybe
it
we
has to
think
do
about
with
it
your
too much. We're
special-
like, oh, we gotta put this. She doesn't care.
No,
Like
and
when I
then-
go over there, she'll make pasta with sauce.
Like it's
Literally, she
nothing.
can't walk. She's leaning on the counter.
Yeah.
She adds the passata, the sauce, not
Everything
gravy.
by
The sauce.
Not gravy. Don't call it gravy.
Not
please.
gravy.
no gravy.
Wait, who called it gravy?
I don't know.
We'll talk
People-
about that later.
Wait, just no, don't say it.
That's a bad word.
No, but she'll add the sauce. She'll season it, whatever. And I'm like, dude, like this is freaking amazing. And then she'll make it. She does amazing sauce too. But I'm like, Nonna
not
makes
Nonna.
it like
No, but she
so
makes
much
it better.
better.
And then she goes, so, what are we going to cook? I said, okay, let's make rice balls. Oh my God, as soon as we made that rice balls,
Yeah.
People love that.
oh, how many
We got,
we
by
got?
the way,
Like,
2.5 million views on that.
yeah?
Yeah.
People love that.
We were like,
love it,
oh
yeah.
my God. I said, oh, it's getting good. Let's do another thing.
Yeah,
That's how it followed.
Yeah.
You know?
They love you. They love you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like when I'm on there, like they like my videos, but they're like, "Where's mom?" Like, I want to see mom.
Because
I
it's
made
different.
the other day. I made sun-dried tomatoes.
Oh, I saw that.
Mika.
Yeah, we put the breadcrumbs
filled
underneath.
inside.
So
Yum.
she goes,
Yeah.
Ma, hold it, and I'm gonna take a little video. And we
Yeah,
got a
she's
lot
like,
of
"Look
views.
what I brought you."
Right.
That's it. We got so many views on that. Just
Right. Because it's
saying
something
that.
different. Some people don't do this in America.
Yeah.
They don't see that.
Exactly.
You think about like
It's
a lot of
something different.
Italians that like when they were younger and their family was from Italy, they had all that stuff, and then time passes and then they
Right.
don't have that anymore. So that's why they love seeing like your mom and my mom because
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
It brings them
Yes,
back.
it brings them
me
back.
and you,
Yeah.
me and you are good because we bring the tradition
Yes.
of
a lot-
years.
Yeah.
Forward.
Bring it back.
And
people
let me
don't do
correct
that.
The Sicilian tradition, because you don't see that
Oh yeah, the
True.
nowadays.
You true.
Yes.
You don't.
You don't see
Yeah.
a lot of Sicilian dishes.
You don't.
You
No,
really don't.
that's
And a lot of
true.
Sicilian people like doing, it's just Italian. That's why I
Even,
love
like-
seeing content
Even like
that.
on social media, like cooking, people who are cooking on social media, you don't see a lot of Sicilians cooking.
No, you don't.
You don't.
It's
Yeah.
just amazing, like
yeah.
what we have to look up to, like
Yeah.
you guys,
Right.
you know.
Yeah.
That's true.
How do you feel being on the spotlight? Like when
Oh, I love it.
so the
love
other
it.
day, let me tell you guys something.
Being in front.
What did we do? The cuccidate?
Yeah.
I'm like, let's go on live. She never went on live before.
Oh
I just,
my
I'm trying to
God.
get her to go
I'm
live.
so nervous to
should
go on
do
live.
it.
I don't know, but I'm very
Do it.
nervous to go
so
live.
I put her on. She's like, all right, I guess like we could do it. Oh my God, so many people were on there asking us
Yeah.
questions. They wanted to go on our live with us.
telling you.
She loved it. She's like, and then the next day she's like, let's go on live one of these days. You should try it.
I don't know.
You should
I get-
try
I
it.
get
It's
really
good.
it.
I liked
nervous.
it. The
People
lady
like
came up and started talking to us.
Because
I think I'm just gonna go live and not tell her.
Yeah, do it. Yeah, exactly.
That's how I do anything. Like when I were on TikTok, right? We went to Instagram, but she didn't know she didn't know that I created an Instagram.
Yeah.
And I created an Instagram, started posting on Instagram without telling her. And I was like,
Mm.
"Oh, Mom, by the way, we're on Instagram, and we have this many followers." She was like, "What? Oh my God, who's gonna see me? Who's gonna watch me? What are they gonna think?" I'm like, "Mom,
Aw.
who cares?"
No,
And
yeah,
then she's
you-
like, "I'm so glad you did that." I'm like, "Yeah,
Exactly. You see now, like that's awesome.
I need a kick in the back.
yeah." Facebook too. I was like, then I went up to Facebook, didn't tell her. Oh my God, they're gonna. Oh my God, this person. I'm like, well, 50,000 followers
So,
anyway.
yeah, we need you to go on live.
So
I'm gonna
next
be your
is
number one
live.
fan there. I'll be the first one to go there, and then like millions of others to go
Yeah.
on there.
All right,
You know,
we're
the
gonna go
other day,
live.
One time we made eggplant boats.
Ooh.
Yeah, with the pasta, right?
I've never seen that
I made you do
before.
that. I watched you do that.
That was the first time you made it.
Yeah.
I never heard of it.
Where'd you
calmed
get that
down.
from?
I just made it.
Just from
You see that?
She's
Like
got
how
a
your
brain,
mom
doesn't she
does?
have
Yeah.
a brain?
just your
That's a
creation.
brain.
She's got a brain.
That's what we
so
use
she's
the brain.
using it.
No, like you know how your mom does those dishes, those vegetables. She's like,
Yeah.
no, I just make it up.
I know, literally.
Too.
I
She-
carved it, took the inside, I fried it up a little bit,
Yeah.
then made my sauce. I put the eggplant in the sauce.
Okay.
Then I got the little boats that covered in. I put them in the oven with a little drizzle of olive oil.
Yeah.
Made them cook. Then I made the pasta and I put them on in the boat.
Okay.
I put a little sauce.
You got your
little-
veggie and your
That's-
carb.
I
Yeah.
want to try that. And so
And then you put
I
mozzarella.
watched your movie, the one when you
mozzarella,
made it.
Put it in the
I
oven.
saw you make it. Yeah.
Delicious.
You
Can
got
you
your
make that
carb and your pasta.
Yeah, it's like a full meal.
Yeah. You want to
Exactly.
make it for you?
Okay.
You can come over anytime.
Make
So recently, which she came over when you couldn't come over the other day, she brought me the guccidata, right? I just want to let you know, right? I ate them all.
Good.
And all in one sitting. I'm not even joking.
They're
They were
good.
delicious.
They're really good.
Delicious. Which, by the way, we have some frozen still. Yeah, in the freezer. I don't want to take it out because I'm
You
gonna
only
be
make
eating
them
them
once
all.
a year because you can't really make
Because then you
them.
just you keep
know,
going.
Those
It's
are
a lot
of work.
Addiction, you know.
Well,
It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work.
Yeah.
It's a lot of work.
Yeah.
And then, you know,
You do it differently though than us, but it's
Well, what
delicious.
do you do? What do you do?
I was just gonna ask, what do you do? You explain.
What do you do, Mom? Go
Then
tell-
then you
I'm
gotta
sorry.
ask her that question because I didn't do the gonza.
hold on.
I guess
sorry.
the
Wait,
moms
let
have to.
So wait, before you answer that,
Mm-hmm.
this was brought down from a Tia Maria, right? You're doing exactly what Tia Maria
What
did.
my mother was doing, yes.
Okay, so what do you put in there?
You wanted the dough or the
The konza, because we know the dough is like a
Um,
shortbread, let's say dough, right?
Yeah.
well, the stuffing, like my mother used to make the marmalade out of figs. Because years ago, we used to have a fig tree, and my aunt and Long Anna and Anna, Tia Anna had the fig tree. So we used to get a lot of figs, and she used to make the marmalade. And that's how we used to, use the marmalade that she used to make every year. And she used to put the other ingredients and do it. So basically, we put, for 5-pound dough, I make, well, I can't remember the big jars of marmalade, the big mason
What, the
jars.
orange?
Say like the
When
like
my
the
mother
jelly?
used to make the big jar of marmalade. But nowadays, because I don't have fig trees, and so I use the dry figs.
That's what I use.
I cut them small. I have buy 2 wheels. I cut them small, and I put them in a pan with water, with a cup and a half of water, couple teaspoon of sugar, and I make the cook where the
natural juices come out.
yeah, it will get very soft now. The fig will get
soft.
very, very soft.
Uh-huh.
And once it gets to it absorbs all the water, I'll take it out, and then I put it in the blender and I blend it. It becomes like a cream. To that I add the marmalade that imports.
Yeah.
So I put
Orange?
2 oranges marmalade from Italy, and I add some figs marmalade too, a couple of them,
Oh, okay.
because I need more softness.
Right.
I put a pound of almond.
and then water.
I blanch them, take the skin out. I toast them in the oven. Once they toast, cool them down. I ground them, put it in, and then I put a pound of walnuts in there.
Yum.
I put orange zest, like a couple orange zest in there, and then I put chocolate.
Chocolate chip
But
morsels.
I buy the little
best.
tiny ones because my mother used to she used to buy the chocolate bars and cut them.
Yeah.
The block.
Ain't nobody got time for that. All that work.
But why do that? I could buy the little
They're
mini one
already cut.
and put it there.
Yeah, the mini.
I mix everything together, and I do that the day before
Delicious.
because the next day it gets dense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not as soft, but the next day it's very dense.
Yeah.
And I save that the day before I do that, and then the next day
They
I'll
were
do
delicious.
the dough,
yeah.
and then I'll put it together.
One year we added pear marmalade. and it
Pear.
was-
Hair?
We didn't have orange,
Really?
and
We didn't have
put pear.
orange. Honestly, it was so good.
Really?
Everybody-
Yeah.
Oh, my
So sometimes
son.
you change it up, but
Yeah.
That was last year, right? You put it?
No, it was a couple years ago.
like
A couple
2
years ago?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, we now filling. We put the almond. We put pignoli.
Oh,
We put also the guguzzada. Made sugar.
From Italy, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
from
we
Italy.
did
We
that
My
cut it
mother,
up.
I make the cucuzzata too. My mother used to make it, but I don't put it in the figs. Because we make this year I didn't make it because I didn't have the time. We make the pasticciotto with that,
Oh yeah.
with that filling.
Yeah, we make it too, but
Yeah.
my sister makes it really. She
Nonna
makes
adds
really
the peel
good.
of the orange,
And
right?
then the peel of the orange,
She
what we do,
dries
we
it.
toast it.
Yes, like they used to
in
do
the
years
oven.
ago.
First we make it dry, and then we toast it in the oven, and then as years she has that.
Yeah,
that,
they used to do years ago, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That wasn't the old
little
fashioned way.
grounder.
Yeah, that was the old fashioned way. They used to do that all in the old days.
I love that.
And but she uses we use all dry figs. What we do is we put it in warm water like that. They get a little bit, and we have that by hand. We put it, the
Yeah,
machine.
yeah, the machine to ground it down.
Ground it down by hand.
Yeah. Well, that's
then-
amazing. That's
Then
amazing.
we put like almost 2 pounds of almond. We don't put no walnut
Because you have the pinoli.
It tastes
When
really
you ate the
good.
cannoli.
When you added it, oh my god, it had like a nutty flavor, but it was like
Walnuts, yeah.
Yeah.
They
balance
go,
of both.
it goes well with it.
And we even put cocoa powder.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
We put the cocoa powder in there also.
But no chocolate, or you put chocolate too?
We put the chocolate chip
Chocolate
too.
too.
The semi.
Morsels.
We put the semi-sweet.
Yeah,
Same
too.
sweet, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like the
Not too sweet.
I'm talking
Not too
about the cocoa powder also, not the sweet.
Right,
of course.
because
Then it's too
yeah.
sweet.
too much. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's too much sugar.
And
in
then
it.
you mix it with a little bit of warm water because they're hard. So you have to put a little water just to mix it up and everything until you find the right consistency.
Right,
to,
the right consistency, yeah.
crazy how there's so many
But it's so many
traditions.
different ways of
Well,
doing it, but
because
they're all
it's
good.
depending
They're
on-
all good.
Yeah, it's the same. It's just,
A little
yeah,
different here and
yeah.
there.
Yeah.
That's the beauty of like Italian and Sicilian
I
cuisine.
know.
Which is why when people make comments like, "Oh, this is not the way my mom did," of course not.
It's different.
because we're Sicilian doesn't mean
Yeah.
every little thing we do is
Because
exactly the same.
because the people that live in America here, young people that were born in America, and they have that tradition of their family.
Yeah.
They only think that the only way to do it is that way.
Right.
They don't know that in Sicily, from town to town, things change.
yeah,
The same recipe will be different with different ingredients,
Yeah.
or maybe one or two different things.
Mm-hmm.
But it's, because in different town, they'll do a little bit different.
yeah,
Exactly.
But it's the same thing. So it's
Same
also
thing.
very good.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
Yep.
It does not matter what you
Yeah.
put in, as long as, because it's the fresh ingredients, it's the good ingredients, and the way you cook it that it's important.
yeah.
Exactly. So when Nonna Nonna does it like that, did her mom do it like that too?
That's how we grew up like that from Italy.
Wow.
Yeah.
And you used to help Nonna do it?
Of course. We were, there was Tia Filippa, Tia Paola, and, now me because, I was the smallest one, but they used to do it.
Yeah.
Now everybody does, our own, but
But
the same
the
tradition.
fig,
Yeah.
the
same.
fig cookies, they do change from town to town.
Yeah.
It's not always the same.
It's not.
Oh.
No, it's not, because
Everyone
like I
does it
said
different.
before, different town, they change because it's the way they were brought up, what they had available, what they used,
Right.
what they liked. It's different.
Right, of course.
There was not a book that used to travel over Sicily to say this is the way you're supposed
Yeah.
to
The Bible, it's like the Bible of
The
Sicilian.
that's what we call them, the Italian police. Like
The
how
Ten
I-
Commandments of Sicilian cooking. You must.
do. There was no channel that you could tell.
Imagine
You get punished if you don't put this in.
you get lignate.
to hell.
Oh my god.
One time it was so funny. The first time we put the fish salad on the
The seafood salad.
the seafood
you know?
salad. The first year we did the seafood salad. Now, I like sometimes to do things, but I says, you know what? I'm going to put a red pepper in my salad. I like that pop of color in the salad. So I took a red pepper and I cut it really small in pieces and added it, right? To bring that color of red in the salad. This lady in Italy, she got so upset.
That you put the pepper in?
that I put
It's like
the
she was gonna eat it.
that she said that I didn't know what the hell I was doing. That
Yeah.
this is not the way you're
Literally
supposed
like
to
that.
do the Caesar.
What the hell
I
are you
was
doing?
like,
In Italian,
You
all
know
in proper
something?
Italian, you know.
Proper Italian.
Yeah, literally.
They give you
That's the
negativity, then you get stronger.
said-
Don't worry about it.
This
You get
was
stronger.
I guess I don't know. The seeds.
I bet you they
I guess you don't know what the hell you're doing.
I was like, what the hell? What is
She doesn't know
Why
what she's
people
doing.
get so crazy?
Yeah.
No, they
Red
get
pepper.
so offended, like you have no idea.
That's the problem though. Like we're supposed to all support each other. Like
Yeah, we
what's
don't.
that?
We don't support each other.
We don't. Oh my gosh. So I want to get on the topic of, since Christmas passed,
Okay.
like the holidays. I know we all have probably the same traditions of like Christmas Eve, what we cook, Christmas Day, what we cook. I want to hear your intake. Like, what did you guys cook for Christmas Eve?
Well, I usually make my seafood salad because
And that's
Yes, everybody
the
expects that.
7 fishes.
Well,
It's
I
an
don't-
Eve.
Well, you know.
I don't
Yeah.
put 7 fish in the salad.
you don't? Okay,
No,
you only
it's
do a
too
few?
much. I
Okay.
do 3. I do a calamari, I do shrimps, and I do the octopus.
What, fried calamari?
No, I blanch
Oh, in
them
the salad.
yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
That's my basic what I do with the salad. If I put different things, sometimes my son says, "Oh, why did you put this?" And so I try to make everybody happy. I do like a very 3 fish, and that's it.
Yeah.
and then I put whatever vegetables I like to put. I don't care anymore. Whatever I like.
Do you make pasta on the eve too?
I make pasta. I try to make pasta, but now with fish, try to make pasta with vegetables like a pesto kind of thing. So this year I made a pesto with broccoli, walnuts. What did else did I put?
Pecorino cheese. Like, how do you make a
cheese
pesto?
and
Garlic.
a few pieces of anchovies.
Oh, interesting.
I made that
the
pesto.
broccoli, and you blend the broccoli in the pesto, so it's like a broccoli pesto. It's very good. Yeah.
So basil, like a couple garlic cloves, and I put like 3 anchovies.
So come on, you don't need to give the recipe on the
Walnut, like a walnuts, whatever. I say
A little pinch of salt, one little speck of pepper.
I try not to do a pasta with fish because there's so much fish.
Yeah.
And so that's it. Then I'll do my crab cakes.
Crab cakes?
Crab cakes.
Oh, that's what I understood now.
Crab cakes.
Crab cake.
Crab cake, yeah.
Not crab people, crab.
Crab cakes. What else did I do?
crab cakes. You did the lemon sole, stuffed lemon
The
sole.
lemon sole stuffed.
Oh, I
with
saw
the
that video.
breadcrumbs and the pepper and
Oh,
stuffed
that
them.
looks so good.
the onion, pepper. It's like a stuffed fish.
Yeah.
Crab cakes
What else did I
and
do?
bacala, of course.
Bacala, of
Of
course.
For my
That's-
dad and my uncle. That's it.
That's a must-have on the table.
I think that's it, right?
And the
That was
day, the
The
day,
vegetables, all the vegetables that we
Yeah,
did.
yeah.
on the day you have what, like pasta dishes and.
I didn't cook for Christmas Day. We were invited.
Are you
so,
invited? Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, so
We
didn't
did on the eve. We did something a little
I
different.
have to say,
She wanted to do pasta forno.
she made on the eve the best seafood pasta.
I saw you
That's
do it.
different.
you went crab, right?
Not even the restaurant.
No.
Oh, that was New Year's. Oh,
That was New Year's.
Forget
Eve,
about.
yeah.
Very good. I am so proud of her.
Yes, you
learned
should
from
be.
The way she's cooking.
You should be.
I
so
learned
wait,
from
how'd you make the seafood pasta?
So it was spaghetti,
Okay.
the sauce. I used like the peeled tomatoes.
Yeah.
I crushed them with my hands like that.
The granola one.
Only with your hands.
With my hands, dirty. I made sure my hands were dirty. No, I'm joking. I crushed them with my hands.
Yeah.
And then I added mussels, clams. No, that was in the seafood salad.
Mussels, clams,
Mussels, clams, and shrimp.
and shrimp.
And then I put a little like white wine in there.
Yeah. Oh,
It
yeah.
was
it's
so good.
I love that.
Delicious.
And then we have bacala.
Of course.
You have to
Sun-dried
make it for me when I
tomato.
come over.
Yeah, of course.
Then we have
Anytime.
bacala, sun-dried tomato.
We literally had a
broccoli
buffet.
rabe.
We were like 4 people, and 2 people ate the fish.
Yeah, we had a sausage.
Oh, so you went different, not
We
just
had a
fish. You
beautiful
did everything.
Yeah.
quiche.
Quiche.
Yes, from Enza's Kitchen.
Enza's Kitchen. I saw that.
Shout out
on
to
the-
Enza's
It was
Kitchen.
very
So
delicious.
Yeah, I love that.
What else? Sausage and pepper.
Sausage
We had
and
crabs.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, we were like,
Yeah.
and in the salad, the seafood salad, we also put the lobster in there.
Lobster.
Ooh.
So this time
So it was like-
I did the fish salad, right? But I told us that next time, I'm sorry, I am not handling the octopus.
Oh no, I love it.
Voleva vomitare.
Really?
It was like all slimy and all. Oh my God, I'm like, next time
Un
I'm
solo
not adding that shit.
galugio. Okay, I boiled and everything. Look at her.
You don't like octopus?
No, if it's made a certain way, like it has to be made, and then a
I get
lot
what
of
you're-
lemon, I'll eat it.
I'll like it in the fish salad. It's good, but
Yeah.
I like it the most grilled
Grilled.
because in the
I
sliminess.
was gonna do
yes.
it grilled.
I'll
was
eat
gonna
it like
do
that.
I
grilled
like it
this
better
year.
grilled.
Right.
Yeah,
I'll eat it like that.
It gets weird with the
Mine.
No, I don't
suction
like-
cups.
É o jauro.
No,
I love the octopus. You boil it hot. You put a little salt,
A little lemon.
and that's it. That's la morte dello octopus.
Yeah.
Not grilled, non salata. I think I love it like that.
No, grilled is better. You
No, I
can't
like
eat
it
it
grilled.
slimy like that. So I wanted to ask you a question. Since you went to Italy October, right? Do they still speak Sicilian there, or is it like when you go to the stores, like it's like proper Italian now?
When you go to stores, it's
Proper Italian?
Yes.
So
But
if you speak Sicilian to them, they won't look at you like "Ma che mingheria," like
listen, I've been in America already almost 50 years.
Yeah.
They have to listen to me in
It's Sicilian.
No, because we've
I was
talked
like, they go, signora, questo è, lo prendi quello? E io so turn around and I go, quale vuole signora? Chiso. Chiso.
But do they look at you weird? Like,
No.
They get it, I
Not in
guess.
Sicily.
because
They get it. They get that the
because
dialect.
in the town, small town, they still,
Have the dialect.
Yeah,
what,
they
in
still have the
Balashate?
dialect.
of course.
Balashata,
yeah.
really? Okay. Because we spoke about it on here.
Yeah.
That, like, in Italy now, it's all, like, proper Italian.
Yeah.
Like, you don't
Of
hear the dialect
Yeah.
anymore.
Because all the
It's
kids are
dying
in school.
out,
You know, all
the
the young people go
dialect.
to school and they learn proper Italian.
Yeah.
And they're very big about making Italy more unison and everyone speaks the same proper
Yeah.
Italian. But
But
I
also
like
it
the
sucks.
dialect. I think
Also, the
makes it unique,
young
you know?
parents, they teach their kids, they speak to them in Italian. They don't
Yeah.
speak to them in dialect.
Yeah.
So the young
Right. It gets
people,
lost,
crazy.
unfortunately.
yeah, unfortunately, it's dying.
Yeah.
The- But they still speak Sicilian. It's
The
still,
older,
Maybe,
older
like,
people do.
families amongst families.
Yeah.
But I
Yeah.
feel
And
like...
older people, you know, the people
that's
that
eventually-
are still living.
Yeah.
They speak
Well, when I
Sicilian.
speak to certain family members of ours, they correct me in
but in
Italian.
Palermo, they, you know,
So funny.
No,
majority
se
of people-
dice
She speaks
così.
Sicilian, and they make fun at her.
They love
No,
to
se
correct.
dice così.
Who said that? Who makes fun of you?
I don't want to name people, but uncle in Italy.
Oh, they make fun of you.
I'm like, hey, come stai? Tutto a posto? No, non si dice così. Se dice così. Like, correcting me. I'm
They
like,
they
bro.
like to correct people a lot.
Well, at least
Like they correct you when you cook on the
Yeah.
They correct
on
you
in-
when you speak.
They correct you when you speak.
Yeah.
they
Damned
correct
if you
you.
do, damned if you don't, right?
Everywhere they correct you because you know
I would like to them to see if
they're the
they
one
speak
that
it
we-
in English how they speak.
That's true.
So, Rosemary, let's talk about you a little bit.
Really, I feel like I've been talking a lot.
I know.
Yeah,
it's
she's been talking.
like 2 days now. No, I speak to you almost every day. But
Yeah.
you're coming out with the docu-series, huh?
Yeah. Many. No.
Intrusively.
Yes,
Right?
yes.
When is that coming out?
Intrusively is a documentary series that highlights what it's like to live with a mental disorder called obsessive compulsive disorder,
Mm-hmm.
OCD. You hear that term a lot, and I think a lot of people throw that term around. I'm so OCD when they like something a certain way, or they're very clean freak, or you know, very organized, but it's a very stigmatized disorder, and it consists of having really awful, intrusive thoughts, which are thoughts that we all have.
Mm-hmm.
But when you have OCD, because our brain's very creative and comes up with random, weird thoughts all the time, but when you have OCD, you attach to it, and you think it means something about you, and then you perform compulsions, which can be like checking a door a lot, or washing your hands a lot, or ruminating, researching, rethinking, thinking better, thinking the right way, saying a word over and over again.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's so like there's so many different kinds of OCD. It's like something that I couldn't even talk about in just one sitting.
Mm-hmm.
It's just very like vast subject, but
Right.
it's something I had all my life, and recently, like a few years back in 2019, finally went to therapy and finally, you know, got over.
Mm-hmm.
And when COVID hit and 2020 hit, I was like, I don't know, I just want to do something that, as a filmmaker, I was like, I really feel like I need to like make this a film or something.
Mm-hmm.
And I came up with a documentary series because it's, like I said, it's so individual to specific people, how they suffer with OCD, that I was like, I can't bring justice if it's just my story or if it's not real people talking about it.
Mm-hmm.
So I filmed my episode in 2022, 2023. I'm still kind of, documentaries take a long time,
So you're working on it.
so I'm working on it. And this year I hope to find more people who have OCD.
Me. That's why I look up to you.
Yeah.
Seriously, like
Yeah.
that's why I'm so glad that you're making this
Yeah.
and you're coming out with this
Yeah.
because I suffered with that younger
Yeah.
too. You know that. I mean, I don't want to put out too much information, but like,
Yeah.
you know, like I couldn't get out the house without using the bathroom. I would get
Yeah.
like
forget
anxiety. I'm still like that a little. It got better,
Yeah.
but like I would wake up in the morning and I'm like, if I had to rush to go somewhere, I'm like, I need to go to bathroom. If I don't go to bathroom, you know,
Yeah.
I'm gonna get like anxiety about it. So
Yeah,
like
yeah.
it took over my life with that.
Right.
you know, and it gets deeper than that, but
Yeah.
I don't want to say it
Of
too
course.
much.
Yeah. That's the thing about, mental illness. It's not really talked about. People don't like to talk about it, and it creates a lot of stigma. And
Mhm.
so, yeah, I hope that in the next few years it'll get released. I'm going to take my time with it because I want to do it right, but find the rest of the subjects this year and then kind of release it over the next few years. And then, yeah, hopefully it'll grow into multiple seasons.
I'm sure
Who
it
knows what
will.
will happen, but
Yep.
yeah, that's the plan. But
That's
do
amazing.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll do good. Can't
Yeah.
wait to see it.
yeah,
So I want to thank you both and my mom for coming to the podcast.
yes, we loved it.
It
Loved
means
it.
a lot. Not only you guys are my cousins, now everyone knows that you guys are my cousins, my mom, but I love watching your traditions on TikTok.
And we love
Instagram.
watching you.
Yes.
Thank you.
And look where you got to.
Yeah.
You're cooking too.
Yes.
Yes.
Making your own video.
Yeah, give yourself
I
give
try.
yourself a hand because you've been doing amazing.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you.
You're a wonderful person.
Thank
Yes.
And I want to know. I want to say something.
you. Mm-hmm.
As personal, okay? We're talking about food and everything. I'm talking about everybody with diabetes.
Yes.
Please be careful because I went through something. And, be careful of what we eat and control ourselves.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
It's important to eat like healthy.
It's important to
good
eat
food,
healthy.
Yes.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
keep your sugar
Low.
in control.
In control.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
We
That's
have-
important.
Yeah, absolutely. Yes.
There's so
I
many
know
things that people don't talk about that's important
because
to.
my father had diabetes. He became diabetic when he was like 68 years old, and I know it was very hard for him because my father loved sweets. Oh my God,
I
he
know, who
was like a
doesn't?
sweet
I know.
person.
Oh, I
yeah,
love
but
that
more
too.
than anything, my mother did not like sweets that much.
Yeah.
Once in a while, but my father loved sweets. Oh my God, anything, cannoli, casadere, you give
Just cook.
Cuccidate.
cuccidata.
If
was
you're
like,
diabetic, you're more prone to.
but then the guy had to give
Yeah,
it up.
Oh my
And
God.
my
wanted
father-
more.
Yeah.
Oh, that must have been hard.
I saw him struggle with that.
Well, giving
I
it
know
up.
how hard it is to give it up.
Aw.
And I had to be the police to control him because
I
my
know.
mother was too soft.
Aw.
And I had to yell at him.
Oh.
And I remember my sister-in-law, one day she told me, she says, how can you be so cruel to your father? How come you always say no to him that he cannot have the sweet? He says, I couldn't do it with my grandmother. We used to sneak things to my grandmother.
That's not good though.
I says, I want my father to be here.
Of course.
I don't want him to be dead. So I'm going to yell at him
Yeah.
because I love him
Yeah.
and I want him to be with me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she didn't know what to say at that point because she
Yeah.
realized
It's hard. Though.
it's
so
hard, but you have to do it.
Right.
You have to do it. You have to be the one, maybe, to be in control of somebody else because, like, my father was very hard for him to say no
We
to
learned
sweets.
the hard way, believe me.
You learned the hard way.
Yes.
Yeah. So, yeah,
Learned
so
the
it's
hard way.
important. Even if you have to do it for your mom, it's important that you get in there and you
Yell at her.
Yell at her.
Oh, believe me, she learned her.
Okay.
She learned the
It's
lesson.
important.
after what
The
happened.
lesson.
You, right. You want your mom to be here.
Yeah.
And we all want her to be here with us.
Yes.
Right.
Okay?
So, anyways, I thank you guys. I love you guys.
Love you.
Tell them where they can. I'm sure a lot of people know where they can find you, but tell them where they can find you.
We're on Instagram and TikTok, Pina's Kitchen, YouTube, Pina's Kitchen, Facebook, Pina's Kitchen, everything. Pina's Kitchen.
Yes.
Pina's Kitchen.
Pina's Kitchen.
Yep. Check them out. They are amazing. Authentic Sicilian traditional dishes. Check us out. Cooking with Mariarosa. Thank you guys for tuning in today.